Today I came to Glendalough, a place I've been many times before, and I've actually shot this scene many times before, sunrise, sunset. But today was the first day that I seen some clouds down below, like a mist fog just hovering over, and I knew I didn't have much time. So I'm actually after finishing the photos now, because I didn't want to distract myself with recording. I seen it from the car park far away, and I was like, I'll just go. As I was coming here, I missed out on a lovely clear lake, calm with lovely reflections, some forest imageries, lovely trees and all. But I was thinking to myself, they will be there again, this inverted cloud formation, which is kind of fading away. So that was the reason for the rush. I don't know if you can see it there, but it'll be in the photos. This whole mountain here was kind of covered in it. There was a bigger patch there as well, but it's after dissipating. So I only had 5 minutes, not even taking photos, and I was snap, large, wide, taking them all as much as I could. So I didn't want to be distracted. I knew the forest one I could always go back at the end of the day, so that's grand. As for sentence, I literally just went with what I could to best get it. I didn't want to do anything a long exposure and mess it up, so I just went with I think it was 100th of a second f8 ISO 100. It was working perfectly. There was enough light for it. So yeah, the joys of being here early. If you see my shorts now, you'll see that later on I've done a 7 AM versus a 10 AM, and you'll see that there's a lot of people around me. So yeah, today's plan was this, but I wasn't expecting that, so I'm very delighted already. I'm going to take some calm lake shots here. There's a waterfall on the way up to a hike. There is a fairy tale kind of forest up there I have to find, and then I'm going to take photos of the view of down here. Like the photos up there won't be too dramatic, I don't think, but it is overcast, so we might get something interesting. And it's I don't know if you can notice, it's still over here, so I'm going to see about getting a nice reflection shot as well. And I think I have my shot here, and then on the way back to the car, depending on my energy flow, I'll probably take some forest shots, and then if that lake is still calm, take that original shot. But I thought this one would have been more important than the reflection one. And then to set up, you know, open up, take out the bag and all that. And I'm filming for another video as well. I'm filming for 2 other videos, so yeah, I'm over the place today. Lots of stuff going on. If you want to know more about the photography, let me know. Like, I can go more in depth, but a lot of channels do specifications when they're doing the shots, but you can't say that this setting here will work for you on your shoot. You know, you might have brighter light. I'm overcast now, you can see the clouds, so on a brighter day you'd probably need to go higher ISO, higher shutter speed or higher aperture. So one setting never works, but just knowing what they do and what effect they cause helps you to realize, okay, well, I need to balance it off with going f8 because I want everything to be sharp, or f16 because I want everything to be sharp. Can I focus stack? You know, so knowing the basics, the exposure triangle, helps you. So I'm just bringing you along for the ride, basically, and on my adventures. Yeah, I'm going to take a few shots here because sudden gust of wind can change everything. And yeah, I'll see you at the top up there. Oh, actually, not the waterfall. We'll be doing a waterfall shot there, but it's going to be very loud, so I don't know if you'll be able to hear me. So I'll just do a few little behind the scenes shots and check out the photos as I pop them up. Link, subscribe. I don't know if you can see them, but there's little midges around. I haven't seen them in years. So yeah, the joys. So I was starting to worry on my way up that I wouldn't have a good vantage point for this waterfall, but luckily enough the people who designed this place gave a perfect viewing point. So I'm going to set up my camera here. I'm not sure if you can hear me, and I'm going to take a long exposure, so it's going to take me a little while getting composition, see how much of it I can get in one shot, and take the shot. It'll be a long exposure, from anywhere from 0.3 seconds to probably 15 seconds, depending on what I can get with the aperture, and that'll give it that silky smooth look of a waterfall. So I'll put up a fast shutter speed versus a slow shutter speed, and you'll see the beauty of the difference. Found my composition. I'm going portrait mode because the waterfall starts very high up and then it kind of cascades down, and another little river and then another little miniature waterfall. Now I'll change up my composition a few times to zoom into certain things to fill up the frame a bit more. There's a few things you need to be aware of. So first of all, I'm going to show you the fast motion photo. That I think that was 1/125th of a second. You can kind of see that there's gaps, you know, like it looks kind of chunky. But then if I show you now the smooth one, so that would have been 1.6 seconds. So the shutter was open for 1 second, 1.6 seconds. And it kind of fills the gap, you know, that water just smooths through it. But you have to be very wary of two factors of that. If it's windy, the trees, I don't know if you can see, like, see the trees, it's very calm today. But if there was a wind, they would move, so that would give a motion blur. What you can do there is two photos, one with the smooth shot, and then bump up your shutter speed so that you capture the trees fast, or you just get lucky on a day like today. The other thing as well is, because it's on a tripod and it's extended up just to kind of get that angle, I have it on a 10-second timer, because when I press that button here, I'll show you here now, you can see the movement in my camera, see the shake. So if I was to take that photo straight away, the whole image would be blurry. So that's going to wait 10 seconds now before taking that photo. So everything should be nice and stable. And then you take the photo, and there it is. So I'm going to spend a bit of time here getting a few compositions, getting my breath back, because it's a good hike up to the Sphinx viewpoint. And then we're going to take some shots from there, and then we're going to find that hidden forest, and then we're going to do a little bit of footage there and some photos. Okay, made it to my destination, bit out of breath, so I'm going to take a little bit of time, catch me breath. But the good news is it's overcast, so there's no real rush. It could be this sort of light in a half an hour, this sort of light in 2 hours. So I'm going to take my time, compose my shot, and snap away. I'll talk to you when I'm able to without being out of breath. Right, I'm being eaten alive by the midges here, so I'm going to be making this quick. I think it's because I'm so hot up here, and there's no other flesh up here for them to eat. Right, so over here we have a bunch of trees. I have this one isolated here, but I just have it in the center of the frame. Still a bit of the forest off on the left hand side, and then kind of just like leaving the rest empty. That's what I'm kind of going for now. I don't know if you can see that there with the kind of reflections. I don't know, I'll throw up the picture now in a minute. And then I'm going to do probably these two over here. I've got a 180mm lens, so I'm really zoomed in, but it's still not getting me in as close as I want to. I'm going to take some shots of the lake down there with some reflections, and I think I'm doing this quick because I don't want to be recording and doing this because the midges are biting me. And then I'm going to try shoot through. I don't know if you can see it, there's like 3 little piers there sticking out. And I'm going to frame it nicely with the tree here in the foreground, focusing on the background. And I'm not sure about the settings. That one there is f9 at 100th of a second, ISO 100, because it's bright enough. And then I'll probably just play around, take a load of shots, and you probably won't even see half the ones that I will take. That one there I'm happy with, so I will show you that one. And then the rest. So then I'm being eaten alive. Going to quickly run through these, get some drone footage, and then go find that forest. I think it's up that way and then left, and then just do some shots there, and then I'm on my way back down. Hopefully it stays overcast, because that lake looks lovely and calm, so there's a nice reflection shot on the way back. And then also through that forest there is a lot of shots in there as well. Hopefully not as many midges as there is up here. Anyway, I'll probably sign off here because I'll be in a rush to do the thing, because the midges are driving me insane. Yeah, just get out and take shots, doesn't matter, just just take the shots. Like, you know, even worst come to worst, just throw it on auto and let the camera decide. But I like to dial in my settings. That's a preference. Anyway, I'm gonna leave you there. Yeah, subscribe and like and comment, and let me know what you're shooting with. Actually, let me know in the comments. Are you Sony, Canon, Nikon, Fuji, Kodak, you know, Olympus, whatever it is? Let me know in the comments below. So I'll be quick as it's starting to get busy here and people are walking by me. So I couldn't find the actual place. I don't know if it was felled or what. So I continued on. I'm almost back to the car park and I found a nice little waterfall, and I'm just taking a few shots of that. I'll just throw them up at the end. I'm done. I'm wrecked. I haven't done a hike like this since last year. I'm just too tired for this. Anyway, enjoy the rest of the photos.